First session, we'll be speaking about Marketing to Muslims 101, and the host will be Ma'roof Yusuf, who is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder of Halal Ad. He is a serial entrepreneur and he has 10 plus years, of experience in marketing and digital strategy advisory to leading companies in the halal economy. At Halal Ad, he leads a team of Muslim marketers who help other Muslim entrepreneurs and Muslim companies grow via paid advertising and marketing strategies. So please, Halal Expo Canada, those who are interested in marketing and want to get some value, and there will be a Q&A at the end as well. Please welcome Ma'roof Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, all good? So we'll use this. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum, Bismillah. My name is Ma'roof. Thank you for being here. As Brother Ali was saying, we've been doing Halal for the last 10 years. And we have spent 10 years, we've been doing marketing for Muslim companies. And we spent millions of dollars. And we've reached out to billions of Muslims, and we have done a lot of mistakes. So some of them I'm going to share today, so you don't have to. But first, we start with, we'll start with the idea of marketing. So what's marketing? So in this session, instead of just me telling you everything, I like to be more interactive. So when I say marketing, what would you say what it is? Who knows? Anybody want to say what the marketing is? What they think is marketing? By the way, I think almost forgot. At the end of the thing, there's a Q&A if you wait. And one winner will get the book as well. So I'm doing some hooks so you can stay longer. But who knows, who want to share what the marketing is? You want to go?
So it's like when you bring awareness to a certain product or
okay.
to certain people, like let's say target audience.
Good. So the brother is saying bringing awareness to a certain product or service. Right? Cool. It is a marketing. Go ahead. Okay, so another brother is saying building a brand value to a target to an audience. Cool. It's also marketing. If you have to explain marketing with one word, what would you say? Okay, I like that. Go ahead. Selling. Okay. Communication. Okay. Differentiation. Okay. You want to go again? Okay. Awareness. Okay. Who else want to go? You want to go again? You want to go? Advertising? Okay. Go ahead. Education. Cool. We're getting exciting. Cool. You want to go? Branding. Cool. Marketing is almost all of those things. But I think, it's my opinion, first and foremost, marketing is storytelling. Telling a story. It encompasses everything you said. Education, awareness, and branding. That's what the marketing is. So that's what. So next we're going to talk about why. Why are we talking about marketing to Muslims right now? We believe it's an untapped opportunity. 1 every 4 humans on the planet of Earth are Muslims. 2 billion. We just recently crossed 2 billion Muslims. And about 34% of them are under the age of 15. They're a very young audience. And around 100 million Muslims we call gummies, global urban Muslims. Educated Muslims you can target to no matter where they are. And last but not the least is, these are all not my just opinion, but they're also based on the PEW research, so you can go and check out. So that's why the halal opportunity is important. It's untapped, it's upcoming, it's growing. You may have heard that halal is not just food, right? You can see a lot of halal food, but other things as well. Halal cosmetics is there, halal travel, Islamic finance. I'm not going to go into the numbers. You can check the numbers. It's a huge opportunity. One of the best times to market to Muslims is during the holidays. One of the biggest holidays is Ramadan, as you all know. And this could be important not only for Muslim brands, but even non-Muslim brands. And we will see some examples, because when it comes to Muslim brands, there are so many opportunities. I just want to share 2 case studies from non-Muslims so you can understand how to market to Muslims in the right way. So one of them is the Islamic holiday Ramadan. The other one is coming up soon around Hajj time, because Dhul Hijjah. That's another good time. Would be good marketing opportunities. So this one is a how you want to talk to Muslims. Instead of giving you a lot of things, I'm just going to give you 3 things. Very simple points. It's about right message, saying the right things to the right people in the right time. Although it's simple, it's not easy to accomplish, because you have to understand the worldview of Muslims, who they are, what they do, and most importantly, why they do. And now I would like to share 2 case studies that how the one brand approached this approach and the marketing campaigns, the other one, how they did the other ones. So this is the one I saw online. It's a company called Better Me. They do in the health industry. So one of the questions I want to ask you is that they are looking at the Ramadan. This is the campaign. If you look at the campaign, what are the 3 things that stands out? I think there are at least 3 things that goes wrong with the campaign. Anybody would like to chime in and share? What 3 things that doesn't make sense? Anybody wants to? Go ahead. Poses. Okay, that's a good one. That objectifying women, that's not what Islam or Ramadan is about. There you go. Number 1. Let's go number 2.
Ordering. They start with a car, then they have snack, then they have suhoor. We start with suhoor, we have no snack, and then we have.
That's a good one. Who wants the 3rd one? Okay, but there's nothing wrong with that. You can target women. So again? One type of woman. Okay. Okay, cool. Who else wants to go? And I think targeting women is okay. It's not an issue. There's one more. There you go. There you go. They're looking at the Ramadan as a weight loss contest, right? The answer is right there, which is fine, but that's not what we do. Because there are other things you can do, weight loss, but Ramadan is. So what is Ramadan is? Instead of me telling you, I want to share another brand who did a good job. Has anybody seen this ad from Adidas? Anybody? Have you seen that? So one of the things I really like about this ad is it's still about Ramadan, but it's about the struggle, personal struggle to success. It's about camaraderie. It's about the Muslims who are fasting and non-Muslims in the countries like Sweden and Norway and Denmark, where the Muslims are, even here, Muslims are minority, still being and responding to those and being emphasizing those who fast. And last but not least, is about families. I don't think I can talk all along, but instead I want to show you what they did, and let's see, it's gonna work out.
Om du fick en chans att bli extraordinär, skulle du ta den eller låta den gå? Jag undrar hur långt jag kan nå. 30 dagars fasta, från soluppgång till solnedgång, tiden är igång. Näring, tvagning och bönen kommer sen. Det kommer att bli fysiskt påfrestande, men det är som de säger, sitter i huvudet med vän. Kroppen svag med hjärnan stark, tar ett steg tillbaka för att ta 2 steg fram. Det mentala får sig en spark, och goda gärningar finns på i min bank. Gemenskapen växer stark, och det de säger är sant. Det här är mitt egna val. Magen är tom, men själen är rik. Det finns enkla vägar ut, men till vilket pris? Om du tänker efter, är du levande eller bara vid liv? Det här är mer än bara sport. Svetten rinner, psyket får en chock. När begären plockas bort och det tas mer än vad du fått, kan du hantera resan mot din topp? Smärtan är bara temporär, och motgång har alltid gett mer än vad framgång någonsin lär. Skulle du kunna släppa det du håller kär för att ge en hjälpande hand till din syster som har det svårt? Eller be en extra bön med din moder, för livets gåva är mer än bara vår. Reflektera över själens tillstånd när vi bryter bröd med bröder som vi inte sett på ett tag. Reflektera över saker som vi inte tänkt på ett tag. Allting man har, allting man aldrig gav. Det här är Ramadan. Så om du fick en chans att bli extraordinär, skulle du ta den eller låta den gå?
It doesn't talk about Adidas, it's not talking about Ramadan, but at the same time it relates to Muslims. So after watching this, if you're Muslim, most of the time you get a goosebumps, yet someone else understands you. In that level, you're connecting. And that's what the marketing done in the top level, storytelling. You connect with your brand. And I think for that one, kudos to Adidas, and there are similar ads probably from Nike and other big. If you think about any bigger companies that are doing the ads, they don't necessarily talk about themselves. They talk about the cause and why. Think about Apple. What do you think? It's not just a computer company. Even though the Microsoft does the same, they have a different league. Or it could be the Nike. It could be Adidas. So those guys who really understand marketing, that tell the stories, and that go into the conversations what your audience is, and connect with them, are those ones who's gonna win. It's not just quick, simple tricks and tricking people and just using the things, but telling stories. So that's what the marketing is. And so now we are going back to, I think, our next session, Q&A. That's it. That's what I prepared for you today. If any questions, I would like to answer. We have good 15 minutes, right, Ali?
Yes.
We have good 15 minutes. Let's go. Go ahead.
Can I please name Thank you for the microphone. Can I please name examples of successful advertising campaigns for Canadian Muslims? On the Canadian market, I mean. Thank you.
Canadian Muslims. That's a good question. I think, so one of the campaigns we did recently, it was a smaller campaign, but I think one of the campaigns, there's an organization called, what was it called? Social Justice for Canada. So what they do is they go and they tell about the stories of those untold stories, like Rohingya Muslims or Uyghurs. And one of the key studies they did recently is like they actually, through the parliament, they were able to bring some Uyghurs because of that, and I think political issues. And I think it was not, maybe it's a huge campaign, but for those community, it meant a lot because it wasn't just a marketing, but actually you can see it in action. There was getting awareness, telling the story, and making the government take action and bringing people who are affected. It may not impact millions, but even though it did tens of thousands, but it was a beautiful campaign. That's what I would say as an example. Yeah. And we were running their ads, and we're honored being part of that journey, even it meant for those people. Any other questions? Everybody good?
I had a question actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And so in marketing can be an abstract industry to really gauge success. So how do you gauge success in marketing with the different sort of tasks and goals of each campaign? How do you evaluate whether you succeeded with an idea or didn't succeed, like the Adidas ad, for example? How do we know it succeeded? How do we know it did well?
So when you watched it, did you feel something?
Yeah.
That's how you know. So the goal of that campaign was not to go and buy Adidas right now. The goal of that campaign was to connect you with Adidas in a positive note. That's a self-awareness engagement campaigns. For that purpose, it did its job. And then on the other hand, we have other campaigns, and we target those campaigns and we say, hey, I'm sure that Adidas is probably doing right now. Now you have a good positive connection. You can say, hey, by the way, we have this shoes, or we have this thing, would you like to buy one? And if now, after watching this ad, if you're competing with someone Adidas or someone unknown brand, guess who's actually going to take, right? So this is how it would be. But in our case, we do both types of ads. We do awareness campaigns, but we also do, since we do on Facebook, on Instagram, and other, we can actually track how many people are actually watching these ads, and we target them, people who watch these ads, and we give them, we call it conversion ads. And every time, if you actually really engage with the audience, your conversion cost goes down. Because if you think about why people buy, people have to know you, they have to trust you, and they have to like you. After this, you may already know Adidas, right? It's not a question, it's a well-known brand, but do we not really like them before, or you don't have a connection? After this, you're doing one checkbox. Then you get the ads, then you convert, the conversion goes down. That's what it is. That's how you would, does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, cool.